what do we do? Obviously, behind this initial push down here, and this is what I talk about all the time after news, this low of 67. Again, Justin talked about it earlier. I talked about it earlier. That low of 67. If price stays below that today, we should be sellers. If price pushes above that, we got to scratch our heads and probably not trade a lot inside this area um, below about 92 to 67. I know that's a wide range, people, but there's not much you can do about that. The likely outcome, especially on the ES here, when the news moves like that, and you probably get the same thing on NQ as well, and the YM. I mean, the indexes just kind of do the same thing when stuff like this happens. Um, so the perfectly good sell signals that did not follow through tells you one thing: either it wasn't as strong of a release on the news, or well, I mean, again, news is just a reason for them to push price to where they want to push it to, or again, I just can't keep bringing myself to think this, but they've been doing it, or a pushback down to grab some contracts on the long side. That still baffles me that this is the new way that the big boys and girls want to do things, but it's happening and it's happened several times. So um, these these basing areas, as we climb the ladder to the all-time highs, um, again suggest that they've been collecting longs through this drift up. But at the end of the day, the consensus on the street is that over the longer period of time, in the next month or so, this is just a seller's market. That's the consensus from everybody I talk to, everybody that is in the industry, everybody that has the big accounts, and my buddies that trade bigger funds. Um, the consensus is this is going to be a seller's market in the long term. Now that does nothing for us today. What that does for us today is says, okay, if price stays above 67, then we're looking at long trades. I mean, let's keep it that simple. If it doesn't stay above 67, we're looking at short trades. That's it today, guys. Not a complicated trade plan for the day. So again, above 67, we're looking at longs. Below it, we're still looking at the shorts. Now, again, we do know that there's some support around that 50. What was it at 52? Right around that 52 area, 52, 54. We know there's a little support there, so be careful to not try to get in short late today. So if anything, you want to see some little structure to your shorts, like a little M. Um, use the HMA cross today. Something with a little extra confirmation. Longs and shorts. I don't think you need to guess on this stuff today. Again, two a few perfectly good trades that never followed through. That tells me that um, there's somebody out there looking for retail traders money, and we are not those people. We're not going to give the institutions our money over the long term. Yeah, we're going to have losing trades, but again, I go back to what I always say before: is the markets are nothing more than a testing mechanism. Anybody ever heard me say that before? The markets are nothing more than a testing mechanism. What does that mean? You hear me talk about retest trades all the time as a hint. Markets are nothing more than a testing mechanism. Okay. Go wild guess here, guys. Anybody ever hear of the scientific method? They test my patience, that's for sure. That's funny. That's it. I mean, that's it. So the reason we can put probability in our favor only once. Right. I mean, that's it. Bingo, man. You and Justin's statement put it together correctly. Okay. Right. So both those statements put together is the correct answer, meaning that yes, the markets can go back and test areas they traded from before. Okay, check one. That is the obviously the thing that happens all the time, which is why retest trades, which is why zones create higher probability trades. Get it? So as if I were a scientist, I would say, okay, what's the highest probability of me being correct on this trade? There's never going to be 100% in trading. Why? Because markets are manipulated. Okay, so you're never going to get 100% in trading because markets are manipulated. The best trade on the planet is still going to fail from time to time, and that's all there is to it. That's just all there is to it. So what do? We use points of blank starts with a C. Price action, I'll get that in a minute, Justin. But confluence, right? Every trader has to use points of confluence, or else you're just guessing. So you add several points together and say, okay, with this being said, for instance, here on the ES this morning, okay, retest of prior swing. Got it. I probably want to sell that. And if this were flipped upside down, you probably want to buy that. Higher probability from the 89. 89 is not something I made up, guys. It's something that I learned from somebody else. Everything we have at Liberty Trading Club, something I learned from somebody else along the way to try to make your life easier as a trader. So one of the things you've got to keep in mind is these retest trades are the highest probability trade that you can take. And if you get in a day where you have a high degree of market manipulation where they want to try to take retail traders' money, which looks like we might be getting into if now it could be that we're just slowing down because people are waiting on the mortgage delinquencies, but that would be a long shot. Um, when you already have seen that perfectly good trades are failed, then you want to sit back and wait for a higher probability trade. What is a higher probability trade? Well, a higher probability trade would be if price goes below these low morning lows and then comes back and retests that, that is your higher probability trade. Now, you might have to wait till 11:30 to get that trade. But my yours truly, Coach Brian, will wait the rest of the morning. I'm not going to give the market back any more of my profits, and I'll just sit here and wait. Bring everybody to my ES screen. So I'll sit and wait. Same thing for the NQ people. I'm not trying to like make this sound simple, but it really is that simple. Sit and wait for your perfect trade setup. They look like the two charts look exactly the same. Am I wrong?
Nope. You're not.
Exactly.
They look
So
very
what
similar.
is this? Market manipulation is the air of the day. So uh, that being said, too many people, and I'm not trying to push this, but I found this out yesterday, and I am kind of trying to push it actually. Too many of you guys out there are doing your own thing and not paying attention to these little things that I say that, hey, market's going to be manipulated today. Hey, I'm gonna say it plain outright going forward like that instead of, "Hey, this was a choppy range down breakout market." Well, that's market manipulation, okay? That's all there is to it, okay? It's the agenda from the big boys and girls. Well, we don't know what their agenda is until what? Until after it happens when they trade, correct? Correct?
Yep.
So, I'll just shut up for the rest of the time. No point in doing that. Megan, Joe, I'll, message you guys a plan with the exact details, and I'll work with you up.
No more Rogue. Rogue doesn't work.
Nobody wants to do it. I'm getting a message together for you guys right now. Private message, you guys. Was it? I can't believe nobody said that. I'm private messaging Joe and Megan the exact plan that I would take today, and nobody else wants it.
Nobody
Is that
wants
what
it.
I'm hearing?
I guess nobody wants the message, the plan for today.
Even though yesterday in
Spot on.
Premiere, every one of you guys said that you were going to respond and communicate in chat. What changed since yesterday, guys? Seriously, what changed?
Just getting settled in.
I mean, I'll get off the mic and just do my own
If
thing,
above,
trade, make
high.
money.
If below, so.
I mean, I don't really. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm
492.
getting a little irritated that everybody's doing their own thing these days, and you're losing money. And I want to help you make money and be consistent in the markets, and nobody wants it. Few people chime in here finally after I be a jerk about it. I don't get it, guys. I
Well,
don't understand.
no, no,
It really doesn't make sense to me. We got 70 people in here, and 5 people actually want to actually make money today.
showtime.
Here's the open.
Yeah, 15 seconds.
Cool. Do you have a computer update too, Scott? Here we go.
Oh, showtime.
All right. Me. Oh man. Yeah, the computer update. What an open,
Messed
huh?
me up.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like that's kind of weird. Everybody that had a computer update. Did anybody else have a computer update yesterday that screwed their computer Ninja up? And my computer was screwed up.
Mine totally messed up.
Day before. Anytime this week has anybody else had this issue? Because that's 4 people already that have had the same issue, just in this little club of ours. Huh? That's crazy. They're targeting us, Lulu. Paul, coming for us.
They just coming for us. So we're taking too much money away from them. That's what it is. They want their money back. They want their money back.
Yeah, it's working. No, it's not the Ninja update PBR. It's not the Ninja version. It's the update from the computer company. I guess Microsoft. I don't know who does it.
That's Windows. It's a Windows update.
Oh, Windows does the update. Yeah. I guess it's that screwed everything up.
That's a Windows update.
Nice, Tom. I didn't see your message earlier about taking that trade, but were you looking at that? Did you send a message here saying that you were looking at it, Tom? Oh, I mean it. You had a nice little W. I'd still probably have a air to the short side on gold, but okay, good. Yeah. So if you're looking at the gold trade, I think if I were going to trade that, I would probably air to the short side. You got a bunch of congestion around that 401 level to a little bit lower there. around 400. So I would probably be looking for the short, to be honest with you. From a little bit lower than that, anywhere from 40, something like 402.8, somewhere around there to even as low as even as low as where the money line is. To be honest with you, starting to get some separation between the money line and 200 there. So the short seems like it would be in order. I would be a little patient on that though, Tom. To be honest with you, let it get out of this congestion here.
Yeah.
Let gold. Yeah, that I would err to the short side based on what I see on the chart, but I would just let it breathe for a little while. Don't get in a hurry to take a trade. That's the point I'm trying to make. Do not, guys, don't get in a hurry to take a trade this morning. I think I made that pretty clear. Look at this. Look at this on the. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna start doing this. Markets came down in the news.
Retrace this move.
Be this really? Markets came down in the news. Look at that. They look identical. Okay. Second wave pushed down. Third wave couldn't do it. Could not do it on the third wave. Could not do it on the third wave. Okay. What does that tell me? It tells me that there's a good chance that this news move could be retraced. And I missed the reversal. I'm going to miss it on the ES too, which I said I would do is turn a reversal on. So the point I'm trying to make here is that typically when we see this kind of price action, you get chop and breakout trades. What did you just get? Off the open, chop and breakout. Okay. So know that this is not going to be an easy market to trade for the near term. You may have to wait until 11, 11:30, 12, 1 to get a really, really good trade. Now, are there going to be good trades in the middle there? Yes. Just probably not as many. And they probably will not come from the areas that you want them to come from. That's a probability. So we're going to use, again, that 67 as a guide. Now, I'm not saying just buy above it, sell below it on the ES, but what I am saying is you could probably do that today and make money. Literally just press the sell button if it goes below 67, press the buy button if it goes above it. And you would probably make money. Why? Because that's what the market already told us it wants to do.
They retrace this whole news move. Look at this.
They are.
They do it every freaking time.
That has been the name of the game the past couple of years, hasn't it? Head fake you one direction on the news and then
take it
turn
all
it
back.
around and yep. Grab one of these random concert cups out of the cabinet that I get. Go to a lot of concerts and I didn't realize I grabbed the Taylor Swift
one. That's funny. You drinking out of a Taylor Swift cup.
It wasn't my choice to go to that concert either.
I was just about to say you went to a Taylor Swift concert.
Oh,
wow.
Oh my gosh. No, I did it because I'm a good guy.
You must have took a nephew or something. Or a niece, sorry.
Niece?
That's right, niece.
It was a niece. It was all my nieces, actually. So you got me on that, Tom, right? 2402. You mean a sell limit, PBR? I mean, I think the money line trade is in order for gold right now. I just would wait for it to get out of this consolidation. I mean, look at all the markets. Nothing is really.
I'm being patient because I was green and not going to give money back today.
I think I made that pretty clear, right, guys? Obviously, I didn't message you, Joe and Megan, because I do want to tell everybody what my thoughts are. But I have to. Sometimes I have to kick and act like a 12-year-old. kick my desk and throw sand out of the sandbox to get people to respond. Tell me that's somebody that doesn't care. Tell me that's somebody who doesn't care, people. Come on. That's crazy. Appreciate your message yesterday too, Joe. The point I'm trying to get across, be patient. Look at this crap. You want to trade this? And guys, focus today. Here's a really easy one today. If you were in Premiere yesterday, you have very simple instructions today, correct? Is there anybody who was in Premiere yesterday? So do that today. 3 little things that everybody needs to focus on today. Yeah, I know they do, Joe. They don't want to admit it. But, here's what I found out, people. Yesterday, I talked to one person, and then we opened it up in Premiere, and it turns out that the half of the entire Premiere Clubhouse were having the same issue, and we fixed it. Really simple, that easy. But we didn't know that until everybody chimed in together. So if you're having issues and you're not chatting in the group chat, shame on you. Shame on you. Because that's no way to get better. Your humility, when it comes to trading, guys, your humility needs to go out the window. My son took my daughter. Oh, that's cool. She played at the. It was a
Taylor Swift. Yeah, I don't know if I could
keep the distance. There you go, Justin. That's well put. I mean, but guys, I found out half people in Premiere were having the same issue. So if you're not putting yourself out there in this room, which it's a safe environment, nobody's going to yell at you. Nobody's going to think you're stupid, because guess what? We all do stupid shit. Excuse my language. We all do stupid stuff. We do. And at the end of the day, if you're a trader and you don't admit to the dumb stuff you do, you're holding yourself back. And I promise you, you're not the only person having the same issue in this club. If a group of 10 people yesterday, half of them are having the same issue, then out of 70 people, you don't think, or 100 people, you don't think 50 of the people are having the same issue, or 25 are? You got to be crazy. You're outside your mind. Put it out there. Somebody else is going to say, yep, I'm having the same issue. I'm having trouble with this. I'm having trouble with my entries, which was the problem yesterday. I'm having trouble with my entries. 5 people admitted to it. So what the point I'm trying to make is admit to it. Private chat myself, Coach Paul. We'll put it out there anonymously and say how many other people are having issues with this issue. And guess what? You're going to be surprised that a lot of other people are having the same issues. I'm gonna get off that high horse for a minute, because we got some pretty interesting things happening now in the market, and we should be in an area now where we're starting to get some decent little swings. But if it doesn't happen, guys, I'm gonna sit on my hands. The only thing that aggravates me is that I missed my reversal trades on Tick Century. Did anybody do the reversal that I called out? I'm sure not, but yeah, we found out. That's true, Tom. I mean, it's that. Wow, 10. He's 34. That's crazy. You need your royalty checks. All right. So if I sound like I'm being a little bit of a jerk today, it's because I am. I'm upset that I feel like I failed you guys in that aspect. Thank you for saying that, Tom. Still bothers me though. Um, 69.75. Kind of thin it out now. Call it 70. Look back here on the 15-minute chart. Now we can start seeing some clarity here. So I really above 76 now that I look at this again. I think 77 is where I had my. So if 77 doesn't act like resistance, I'm a buyer big time at that point. If it does act like resistance, obviously I'm gonna be a seller. So we can narrow that down to about a 10-point range, 67 to 77, minus the news move here. So I'm really just waiting for clear direction. I mean, I'm looking at both ES and NQ, and there's no real quick direction.
Nope.
I gotta be honest, Megan. I like it, but I think you should rewrite that down every day until you have it. It's Joe. Sorry, I thought it was Megan. Joe, I like it, but I think you should just rewrite it every day until you have it burn into your brain that it's ridiculous instead of doing it printed.
The blame mirror.
I would. Let's see. Paul P's doing it, and he's changed some stuff big time in his trading just by rewriting something that simple every single day. I don't know. Joe's pretty handy when it comes to stuff like that. Tom, I read your email. Everything's all good with that, buddy. I'll get something for you guys. Let's talk in Premiere later today, and we'll figure something out. Do you hear me, Tom? I got your email. I have no problems with that whatsoever. Anything to make consistently profitable traders, I'm up for. Anything at all. I mean, but again, you guys have the Premier Clubhouse that you can all meet in anytime without me. Anytime. I mean, you have that. So we'll talk about it this afternoon as a group. Profit and risk to 600 profit.
So I missed my profit risk 600.
Any ideas? On Tick Century.
So I moved my profit.
Well, you know, a lot of times, I mean, when you that could be
That's slippage.
Oh,
slippage in your
that's
favor.
weird. Yeah, in your favor. Freaking money line trades. I'm kicking myself. I didn't leave my reversal on. When the name of the game is reversing news moves these days. Huh. Well, I know it's not exactly. I mean, when I look at, is that on Tick Century or did you look at your control center? It's 26262. So, yeah. I mean, if you guys want to trade this, trade it and lose money. Do it.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to touch it right now. No, check your control center. Sometimes that's a little off from your control center. Control center is the accurate number. That number is a little off sometimes, I've noticed.
It's creeping. Look at that. We chased this whole move. Unbelievable. The realized profits at 262. Michael, did you have a trade before that? Because that could be a total profit. Nice, Joey. Yeah, I was going to call along on the pullback here of NQ, but I'm just not pushing any trades because I'm so nicely green. I don't want to feel like giving any of it back.